You know, this situation with Fortune.
Yeah.
I think they've picked a fight with the wrong guys, Taz.
I don't know. I mean, look, I was talking to... I talked to Dreamer earlier today. I talked to Rhino yesterday. And I'm telling these guys, I think they're barking up the wrong tree. I really do. I think Fortune's just doing what we did back in the day. They're protecting their own turf. That's all they're doing. Look, EV2's going to bring the fight. But I'll tell you what,
I mean, if you think back, EV2, they were just invited guests here. I mean, Hogan brought him out. One final curtain call. Nobody was looking for any contracts.
Yeah, well,
Nobody was looking to take over TNA. And they end up getting their asses handed to them by Fortune.
Listen, what I'm saying is, years back, EV2 guys, and, you know, I was there, and a bunch of us were there. Back then, we would have did the same thing. If a WWE guy or guys or WCW guys would have showed up at any of our shows, on. That's the way it was. So, you know, look, EV2 is like an old school muscle car, which is real cool, where Fortune is like a 2011 Ferrari, you know. That's how I see it. I'm sure a lot of people are surprised to hear me say that, but whatever.
I just think it's a mistake. I think it's only going to get worse. And the way that Flair's going about it, I mean, it's the only way that he knows.
Well, that's Flair, you know what I mean?
Yes.
They need more guys out here, more security. Maybe some of the other guys out of the back.
You know Flair's mentality, though. He's not going to ask for respect. He feels disrespected. He's just going to go back and get that respect the old school way.
Well, that's the only way Flair knows. I mean, that's the only... I'll tell you what, that top of the show with Surge and Dixie, that thing got heavy. That was a little too much.
And I know you said during the show that you weren't behind that. But to me, the attack on Dixie and Surge, that was total bull.
I don't disagree with you. I don't. And you can't deny the fact, man, that Fortune is just... Flair's got these friggin' guys motivated in a big way, and they're unstoppable, I'm telling you. These guys believe it. They believe it.
I've seen motivation before. They're bloodthirsty.
Emotions are getting more intense between EV2 and Fortune as Ric Flair challenges TNA President Dixie Carter's authority.
The name's my Ric Flair. Fortune, we're pissed off. We're done taking orders. We are TNA.
Have Mick Foley's patience run out?
He's a visitor here. I don't fully accept that he's here in my home.
Take the company over.
And who will win the TNA title tournament? Hulk Hogan will chime in and predict the next TNA World Champion.
Overcoming obstacles, taking on all challenges, doing whatever you have to do to prove that you are the best at what you do. And that's what the TNA World Heavyweight Champion will be.
Moments ago, we also found out the 4 finalists in the TNA World Heavyweight title tournament will be facing each other in tag team action next Thursday on Impact.
I have a lot of work cut out for me, and I'm really looking forward to wrestling. Am I nervous? I'm always nervous when I wrestle. Am I prepared? Yeah, I'm ready.
Can these men coexist just 3 days before their double main event at No Surrender?
I came here to work and win championships, and you know what? Whatever it takes to get that job done, that's what I'm going to do.
Who will gain the upper hand?
Why this is being done, why Hogan and Eric Bischoff made this match, is beyond me.
Tonight on Reaction, we'll hear from Kurt Angle, the Pope, Mr. Anderson, and Jeff Hardy. What are their thoughts on this unprecedented move by TNA?
It's all about the world title here. I've never had that title, and that's what it's all about right now. And I was planning on seeing them face-to-face first time at No Surrender. But hey, we got a tag team match now on Impact. Am I upset? Yeah, a little bit.
Plus, Madison Rayne makes a promise, and we'll get Jeff Jarrett's reaction to Samoa Joe's decision.
Hey, Jay, don't run. I know you're faster. I got a bad leg, but you're a Come on, AJ. Where you at? Come on, AJ.
After a vicious attack that left the former World Heavyweight Champion RVD hospitalized, the TNA Championship Committee of Hulk Hogan, Eric Bischoff, and Dixie Carter made the controversial decision to vacate the title and hold a single elimination tournament to crown a new world champion.
Man, you know what Dixie and Hogan and Eric Bischoff do, I mean, they run the company, that's their business. You know, when I look at it, when you vacate the title, it becomes controversy. You don't have a real champion. You don't know if the guy who wins it is the real champion. I have mixed feelings on it, but it had to happen, and they did the best of what they could by combining the 8 best wrestlers and having us wrestle off for the title. So when I look at it, although it might be a cramp in my side if I win because I'm not sure if I did win it, to me it's still an opportunity to win. And when you win that title, as long as you can hold on to it, then you're the real champion. That's the most important thing.
Kurt Angle is on a mission. He is the odds-on favorite to capture his 14th world title and has his sights set on the main event at TNA Wrestling's biggest pay-per-view of the year, Bound for Glory.
Well, right now, obviously my mind's set on winning the TNA World Heavyweight title. It's not going to be an easy road. I was heading my way through the top 10, was focused on that. Had a little sidetrack with this 8-man tournament and realized that the guys in it were in it to win it. And now we're down to the final 4. And some of these guys are incredible athletes, guys I haven't wrestled in years, like Jeff Hardy, Mr. Anderson, the Pope.
Jeff Hardy, an unpredictable and enigmatic athlete with championship credentials. Can he defeat the Olympic gold medalist at No Surrender and end the career of the greatest wrestler in the world today?
Let me tell you about Jeff Hardy. One thing is he should mind his own business. He doesn't even give him to RVD's business or anybody else's. I wouldn't, because I'm smart enough to know that. And I know that Jeff Hardy is smart enough to know that too. But the one thing about Jeff Hardy, when he competes, he's only as good as his competitor. If the guy is horrible, Jeff's not going to have that great of a match. If the guy's the best, he's going to step up and he's going to compete with the best. That's the way Jeff Hardy wrestles. He is a kind of guy that you have to push, and when you push, he'll shove back.
Mr. Anderson, his debut in TNA last January left him with no fans, no friends, and no shortage of self-importance. Has Anderson changed his ways? He talks about mutual respect.
I want you to know from the bottom of my heart, and I want you to know that I mean this when I say this, I respect the hell out of you, man.
Have we seen this man's true colors?
I take what Anderson says with a grain of salt. Mr. Anderson got in this business, and he got far in this business with his mouth. He does a lot of psychology. The guy is really good at what he does. He's very calculating, and he'll make you believe one thing, and he's going to do another. So I never trusted him. I never will. I always had a bad feeling around him. It's nothing personal. It's just the kind of guy I think he is.
The Pope has recovered from a career-ending injury that was suffered at the hands of Mr. Anderson. Now, he'll have his opportunity to seek the redemption and final resolution he's been training for.
I believe that the Pope will be the future of TNA. I believe he's going to be a champion not far from now, hopefully years from now, after I win the title. But I believe that he is the future of this company. I believe the Pope has everything it takes to be a real champion, and I believe that that is going to happen very soon.
4 men are on a crash course to face each other at No Surrender. 2 will move on to the main event at Bound for Glory, and 1 will claim the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. Next Thursday on Impact, Kurt Angle, the Pope, Mr. Anderson, and Jeff Hardy will compete in a tag match. How will this impact the double main event at No Surrender?
I'll tell you, it's something I learned since I've been in professional wrestling. You want to give everything you have, every match you have. But when you're in a tag match that consists of guys that you're going to have to beat in order to win the TNA World Heavyweight title, you don't put everything out there. You feel out your competition. These guys are great. And I know the Pope and Anderson, Jeff Hardy, they want to win the World Heavyweight title too. So when I get in that ring, I'm going to be able to study. I'm going to be able to watch. I'm going to be able to get a good feel of what these guys are all about and where they are in their careers. So, although it is 3 days before No Surrender, I look at it as an advantage for me to scout my opponents before I wrestle them.
Still to come on Reaction, it's our Impact Player of the Week, Generation Knee. What does Madison Reigns promise? And what does Jeff Jarrett think of Samoa Joe's decision? Plus, we'll hear from the hardcore legend Mick Foley.
Guys, I've known Dreamer for a long time. And if he says he's going to kick AJ Styles' ass tonight, he's going to kick AJ Styles' ass tonight. This is something I wouldn't want to miss, and this is something I don't think you guys want to miss. Fortune, the pricks started something they'll never be able to handle, and they'll never be able to finish. So tonight, Dreamer's going to kick the living at Punk. I'm not going to miss it, and I don't think you would want to miss it either.
Still to come on